Well, my job role here at EDM is I'm a testing engineer. I have to go through methodically each device and make sure that it hits the criteria set by the customer and make sure they're buying what they want. I go through different systems on the device and make sure that they work correctly, and if it doesn't, then I have to fill out a lot of paperwork for test observation reports to make sure that everything's recorded why it didn't, so future devices we don't have the same hiccups. I enjoy the responsibility that I've received here at EDM. They support you massively here while giving you big tasks to do, and they're always checking up on you to make sure that you're hitting every single mark. But within that process, I'm learning so much about different parts of engineering as a whole, with different meetings, different departments. I actually came on a trip with UCLan to here at EDM and heard about them taking on internships in the beginning, and that's how I ended up applying and got the job. Some of the skills that I've learned at UCLan that I've been able to apply here at EDM are some of the basic electrical skills, how voltages work. Fault finding has come into it massively from things I've learned at UCLan. I've used soldering to build my own equipment here for testing to make the day-to-day run more smoothly for me. I've learned how to read schematics on a smaller scale at UCLan, but here they're a lot larger for obvious reasons. But just some of the symbols that are used widespread throughout the industry just make it a lot easier to read and just have a day-to-day here. I think industry experience is the #1 priority, really. If you think about it, there's a lot of engineers coming out of university, but what sets you aside on an internship program or a graduate position? I've got a year's experience, not a lot of other people have that. It will make me stand taller than the rest of them, really, on the CV point of view. I think the opportunities that UCLan gives towards its students are really good, in all honesty. There's lots of different departments you can work in. One of my favourite things is the sports, to be honest, because it gives you a lot of teamwork experience that I've used here at EDM. Just communication, really, is the biggest thing, being able to talk to people. But it's also given me the chance to be here at EDM and have a lot of different skills. If you're considering a placement, do it. If you're having to think about it, just do it. There's not a lot of internships out there, really, on the grand scheme of things, so apply to everywhere and everywhere you can think of. The smaller companies, the bigger companies. Ask your dad's mates if they work in a company and try and get your foot in the door that way, because it does make you stand aside to everyone else out there.